Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stuff of Legend. My name is D-Lo, right here live with you guys for another live stream video. Today is going to be a Funko Pop reveal. I'm going to be talking about the awesome killer deal I got on these Funko Pops. It's amazing, as you can see from the thumbnail. I got 4 Pops for $7. I'm going to tell you exactly how that worked. So first, I'm going to get going, roll through my logos and whatnot. 2019, I'm going to be starting to move into some new branding, probably very similar to the stuff you guys are already seeing, but for the most part, it's just going to be me here on the channel. These live streams are going to get a little bit better. As you can see right now, some of the reds in my skin are a little bit bolder, a little brighter. It almost looks like I'm wearing like some sort of lipstick. The reason for that is because using the green screen, normally I would desaturate my, the image a little bit, to kind of just make it a little bit more normal, a little bit more in-person feeling. But because I'm going to be showing you guys the Funko Pops that I got, I wanted to make sure that it had some vibrant color. And I have some images that I'll be able to pull up for you guys as well, so you won't have to deal with that. But, you know, I like being able to show you guys the box and everything, and I just like that feel. And I know you guys do too. So let's get into it. So first up, if you guys haven't already seen, I wanted to show you guys Marvel's Runaways is an awesome show. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Hulu. Last year, they had, I think it was actually the year before, it was 2017 going into 2018. They had released the 10 episodes of what was called Marvel's Runaways. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a bunch of kids who eventually, for reasons I won't spoil too much, it's already, first season's already out, so most of you guys have already seen it, but they run away. And it's in the name, so it's not really spoiling anything. But they start out, and there's a really weird scenario that happens with their parents, with their families. These guys, they grew up together, but they found themselves kind of at odds or not really friends during high school, and they just grew apart. But it's a really unique story that's in the realm of Marvel. It's a superhero story, but it's not like anything I've ever seen. It's really unique. And because of this, I actually really like the show. And it has a little bit of like some politics and a little bit of social issues and a little bit of family drama and relationship drama and school drama. It's really cool the way that they mixed all this stuff. Typically, I don't like to watch anything political at all in any kind of superhero stuff. I usually would go to the news or something for the news or politics, but the way that they kind of balanced it, they had people from different viewpoints and stuff, so it wasn't like an attack on any one group. And that was really nice and refreshing, was that within this group there was intellectual diversity, and they were able to kind of just bounce back and forth off each other, but they were still friends. And that was something that was really cool. And they also had this kind of childlike appreciation for their powers or their abilities or what they could contribute to the team. Some really fantastic stuff. I wanted to get into that and show you guys. If you guys hadn't checked that out, you should check it out. But the Pops I'm going to show you today are from Marvel's Runaways. And so, Sir Beats is on. He says, hey, man. Well, hey, man, back to you. I'm really glad you could tune in for this one. I'm going to show you guys some of these Funko Pops. So first up, let me just go ahead and switch images here. I have right here Alex Wilder. So he is actually the lead character, okay? So with Alex Wilder, he is kind of like the nerd. He's kind of like the lovable. He doesn't have any powers. His intellect is his superpower. And he's just super stinking smart, getting good grades, just knocking grades out of the park. But he doesn't have a whole lot of friends outside of this wild bunch of individuals that you'll see right here. Let me see if I can get this nice and close for you guys. You guys see that? There's about 6. There's 6 in the total group. But as you can see on this sticker, I got this one at Hot Topic. It says $7 right there. And it, for some reason, I think it's because it was a TV release and not a Marvel film. But Alex Wilder, I'll pull up the image so you guys can get a better look. This one right here, man, dude, he was such a cool, the actor, I forget what his name, I think it was like Renzi or something. Some like Renzi, let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, Renzi Feliz. He is a really talented actor. I really underestimated this show, especially when he was, he's the main character, right? And they all get screen time. They all have a nice balance in storytelling, great character arcs. But he's no superpowers. His thing is he's the strategist. He's a gamer. He's a nerd. And he kind of brings that to the team. So even though he doesn't have any powers per se, he's really smart, but he's really tactical. That's his thing. And so he, you know, they're all a bunch of teenagers, so they're not the most bright of individuals. So him having that kind of a mature mindset, that kind of intellectual like savvy to be able to think a couple steps ahead, not get them into trouble, get them out of trouble when they need to. He's that team lead. He does a good job, and I really enjoy this Funko Pop. They've got that casual, laid-back look. It looks just like it does in the TV show. The glasses look really nice, and as a Funko Pop, I really like it. There is no base per se inside of the Funko. Let me see if I can get this back in here for you guys. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this because of the lighting, but there is no base in there underneath the plastic. It's just his feet, and of course, it'll stand on a flat surface. But these types of pops, unless they have a base, I do not feel compelled to bring them out of the box and try to stand them up. You know, I have the only Funko Pop I've ever opened is this little homie, my Prowler. And he stands on the desk, but I would not have done that if I didn't get a new desk over Christmas, because I was using a Target desk. It was really wobbly and not really great. So if you have a sturdy surface or something, that's okay. If you've got like displays up on your wall or something, that's fine. But I just personally like to keep them in the box. Keeps them clean, keeps them standing. It's nice. So anyway, that's that for Alex Wilder. Really enjoy that character, and I like the pop. It's colorful, balances of red, blue, yellow. The skin color is very bold. I like that. And the hair, it's really very much like the character from the TV show. So that's cool. So that's number one. Next up is my true favorite character, Chase Stein. I have the Funko Pop right here. Again, you'll see $7. And so let me see if I can just get this guy out of the image for just 1 second. I'll pull him up a little bit closer towards you guys so you guys can see this. You see how he's got those metal gauntlets, the metal hands? That's something that it's an invention inside the show, and it comes a little bit later, but these Funko Pops I think were released because of this, I think it was the first season, but they didn't really sell really well because, again, people didn't know that this was a thing. They didn't know that Marvel had done a TV show because they only really pay attention. Most fans of Marvel are casual fans, which means they go to the big stuff. They go to the big events. They're not there for like a long-term commitment like the TV shows, which is unfortunate because it's good stuff. But yeah, so nevertheless, they made a ton of these things and they didn't sell very much. I hadn't picked them up until now because there was a sick deal, and I'll tell you guys about that a little bit towards the end so that you guys can know that. And I bought these today. I bought these, what's the date today? The 5th of January. And so if you hustle after this video, I'll tell you exactly where you can go to get these types of pops for this kind of a deal. So Chase Stein, let me tell you a little bit about Chase, all right? So in the comics, he's called Talkback. Oh, and I didn't mention Alex Wilder. I think he's just called Nerd Leader in the comics, but in the comics for Chase Stein, he's called Talkback. And it's because he's got attitude. You know, he rebels really hard against his father specifically. I mean, they all kind of rebel against their parents. That's kind of the point of the entire series. Won't get too deep into that, but basically he creates these things called fistigons. And he has, you know, a powerful pair of x-ray glasses. He's got gadgets. He's a creator. He's an inventor, just like his father. And so he starts to get, you know, build himself some of this tech. And it's not like a full Iron Man suit, but he becomes really useful with the gear that he makes. It's really cool stuff. And it feels low level enough that it's like it still feels reasonably within the story arc. It's not so like he's, you know, 17 or whatever, but he's also, you know, like the world's greatest inventor. It's not like that, but he's really good because he stayed close to his dad as far as developing technology and that kind of stuff. Really cool character. I love the actor. I think his name is Greg Sulkin. And yeah, just awesome acting, awesome story. Love the Funko Pop. I'll show you guys this Funko Pop one more time. That way you can see it side by side with the colorized image that I have on the screen. Chase Stein, this is the side of the box. Runaways, right there. Side of the box. Boom. I love it. I really like this pop. It shows his lighter color jacket. It's kind of like I think in the TV show it was like a suede or something. But anyway, that's that for him. So next up we have a really cool character that is kind of like Marvel's version of, I want to say Starfire, pretty close. It's like Starfire mixed with Dazzler. And Dazzler is of course Marvel, but it's kind of like Starfire meets Dazzler. So this is going to be Carolina Dean, or Carolina Dean. And she, man, is her character cool. She's probably one of the most, I would say the most interesting part, or tied for the most interesting part in the entire series. Because, not to give away too much, but she has a very special origin story that is very different from everybody else on the cast. She's kind of raised in this like cult. And her mom is heavily involved in the cult. Her dad is like a legend in the cult. And yeah, her biology is a little bit different. I'll leave it kind of there. But she has the ability to fly, and she has the ability to like create. She becomes the embodiment of all this crazy, colorful light. And she, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the comics, she was referred to as LSD, which is hilarious because that's the name of a drug. But I think what it was in this show, if I'm not mistaken, she takes on the name Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, because she sparkles and she's vibrant and she becomes light. She becomes a beautiful array of light when she kind of powers up, and it's really cool the way that they built her story as far as her origin. I really like the actress that played her role. Again, I'm going to say this about pretty much everybody I got the pop for, but great acting, great stories, and I genuinely love Marvel's Runaways. It's a great show. I haven't seen season 2. So please, if you have seen it, don't spoil it for me in the comments. I like to read the comments and engage with you guys, but man, I'm looking forward to that one. So do not spoil that for me. And again, forgot to show you guys, $7 sticker. So I'm going to explain what's going on with that. So now, last up, we have Nico Minoru. And this one, I would say, I said that Carolina Dean was tied for the most interesting character. But I would say Nico is arguably the most interesting character. She is gothic, but she wields a very special weapon that she takes from her parents. And she's also, in the comics, she's known as Sister Grimm, but she basically just goes by Nico almost the entire time. Nico Minoru, she was, let me see. So her power, basically, she's kind of like the witch. She's like the magic person. She uses magic through this artifact kind of known as the Staff of One. And it's incredibly powerful. It's something that, it's kind of a deep cut in the comics. I didn't even know about it until I had seen the show. Then I did some research. And apparently it's something that even Dormammu is afraid of. This artifact is the Staff of One. It's something that even he respects the power of. And in the show, Nico's not even fully aware of how powerful this staff is. She just knows that it's powerful. And in the show, I think they would eventually probably build to explain just how much this staff is capable of. But I really like that in the Funko Pop that she's got the staff in hand. Let me see if I can get you guys a good angle. Let me see if I can get you this one right here. See, that's the art for it. That's the back. And then again, $7. So it's kind of hard to see the staff there, but you can see it in the image right here. So it's really cool that you know, it's all there. I really love her outfit. I love that they went like full goth with it. And the actress Lyrica Okano was really talented. I really liked her. I liked the way that she played her role, and she specifically had a really, I think not personally for me, but understandably relatable. I'm really empathetic of her role. because I know a lot of people that have been in her situation with her mom. Not exactly, because it's pretty intense, but just the amount of dissonance in the family relationship that she has, I think specifically different than the other characters in the show, even though all of them have parent problems. They've got daddy issues, they got mommy issues, they got all of that. And so it's pretty cool. And again, $7. Now, why did I show you guys the $7 sticker for all of these things? It's because Hot Topic, they often, whenever they're doing like a clearance or a big sale, or like especially right now because it's the end of the new year, they are allowing everybody to basically walk away with a discount on these things. And now they're trying to rotate their inventory and get new Funko Pops in. So what they had to do was they gave a massive clearance sale. So run out to your local Hot Topics right now and check their clearance aisle or their clearance wall for the pops that people rejected throughout the year towards the end of the year. And they're really trying to clear their shelves. They don't want to lose money on these pops. So what they do is basically the unthinkable. They said, today, I was there at the mall at Hot Topic, and they said, buy one Funko Pop, get 3 free. So even though all of them are marked for $7, right? So I've got all 4 of them. Let me see if I can get you guys this visual here. Let me see if I can get it for you. Haha. They all say $7, right? Well, guess what? I got them all for exactly $7. I didn't pay $7 each. It wasn't $7, $14, $21, $28. It was just $7. I bought one and walked out with 4. That's a deal. That's how you make the most of your money. And a lot of people have commented on the size of my Funko Pop collection. It's not that big compared to a lot of collectors, but for people that aren't really collecting, they just have maybe one, they got one for a birthday or something like that. My collection does seem quite staggering. You guys can't see it right now, but I think I have probably 129 or something like that. Yeah, most people were like, you spent that much money? I really didn't. What happened was I would find awesome deals like this where I can spend $7 and get 4, or I could spend say like $20 and get 2 pops free, or get, like whatever the deal is, I find bargains. And so I'm able to walk away with quite a bit of Funko Pops and collectibles that I enjoy, that I like to look at and organize and have fun with. And then, yeah, I just don't end up spending a whole lot of money, which was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed that. So what do you guys collect? I want to know what you guys are into down below. You like Pez dispenser people? Do you collect posters? Do you collect, movie tickets, that kind of stuff? Or like me, do you have a big collection of Funko Pops? And I'm really excited about these ones. I didn't want to make the purchase just yet on any of these individually because there was so many other pops that I wanted that I felt had priority. But when I saw that all of these were in that clearance section, they had just moved them in there and they're trying to clear out for the new inventory. I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. I would love to walk home or drive home with 4 Funko Pops from the Marvel Runaways series. I really enjoyed the series. So even though I'm missing Gert Yorks and Molly Hernandez, the 2 sisters down here, who are also pretty cool. One of them has like superpowers, like bona fide superpowers, and the other one is kind of able to communicate with a very special thing. And I'm not going to say what that is, but it's pretty cool. And yeah, they're both very, very cool, very fun, interesting characters with a great relationship dynamic with each other and the rest of the team. It's just great. I really enjoy this show, and I hope that you guys, as well as myself, get to enjoy Season 2, which is already on Hulu. So if you have Hulu, check out Marvel's Runaways, Season 1 if you haven't seen it, and then go see Season 2. I'm going to go see Season 2. Probably this next week I'll start watching it because I've been busy making all these videos for you guys and getting some new content prepared. There's a lot coming here in 2019, so I'm hoping that I can make this channel as exciting for you guys. If you're pop collectors, if you're fan casters, If you guys just like talking about movies, if you like theories, if you like movie pitches or TV pitches, I want to dig into these things this year because those are the things that you guys have let me know that you like by giving thumbs up, by commenting, by watching, by watching through the whole thing. I know a lot of these videos are quite long. I think right now I'm probably at like 20 minutes or so. But thank you. I wanted to thank you guys so much for being a part of this channel and watching these videos. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you love it, share it with a friend that you think might be interested in this content. Also, subscribe if you haven't. And again, turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. That way, you guys can be alerted when we go live and you guys can take part in the chat. Again, Sir Beats, let me just check in with Sir Beats right here. Sir Beats says, my pop collection is around 100. Definitely gotta look for these. And yes, look, again, I'm not sponsored by anybody, but Hot Topic, I go there a lot. I go to GameStop, Hot Topic, Target. I buy the Funko Pops. I love, looking around, just browsing, seeing what they have. But right now, because of the New Year's turnover, if you hustle, you can check out those places and they'll probably still have a lot in those clearance sections because they're trying to rotate that inventory. So go check those out. That way, specifically Hot Topic is having that clearance. At least the ones in my area, out here in the Bay Area in California, but check it out. It's just a simple business tactic to get the inventory rotating. So anyway, I think that'll do it for this round of Funko Pop collection video. I will have another one coming next week. Turn on notifications so you don't miss that one as well. And I will see you guys next time right here on The Stuff of Legend.